Hello everyone, welcome back to my last Blender alien design video. So today what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be finishing off by adding the mouth and making fingers for our hands. So to start off, I'm going to make the mouth. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Add, and I'm going to add a cube. And then I'm going to go to my X viewpoint, and I'm going to scale this and make it extremely thin. I'm going to bring it up and keep scaling it. Make it about that much. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this out, bring it to about there. I'm going to go into edit mode, and I'm going to select all of these four edges, and I'm going to bevel this, so Control B, and then I'm going to scroll my mouse. And yeah, that looks much better. And I'm also going to quickly loop cut this, as if it create a loop cut. And I'm going to bring that loop cut up, and then Control B. That didn't change much, but it's okay. Now I'm gonna click on my alien, and I'm going to go to modifiers, and looks like I already have the modifier. It's called the Boolean modifier, and I'm going to select my object here as our cube, and yes, it should be in fast and keep it in difference. Now what happens is if we remove the cube, there's going to be a hole that's left in the alien, but I think we need to move the cube down a bit. So let's bring this up. And because it's an alien, I think it's okay if we leave the mouth somewhere over there. And I'm going to save this because I do not want it to crash. And now if I turn it off, it looks better. I don't exactly know what happened, but still looks good. And I can put this into a rendered view and just keep on adjusting this. Yeah, that looks better. And now, for the final part, we're going to make our hands, or fingers. So to do this, I'm going to go onto the Z-axis, and I'm going to come here. I'm going to go into edit mode for the alien. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get rid of my subdivision surface modifier for now. I'm going to move down, and I'm going to take these four faces here, and I'm going to take these and I'm going to move them back to somewhere about there, because now what I can do, I can first of all adjust some points here by bringing them down. And then I can make two loop cuts, and then to finish it off, to make the fingers at least, I can click E and Y, so it extrudes in the Y axis. I'm going to extrude about this much, and then EY, I'm going to extrude it a little, and I'm going to scale it down. And actually, before you extrude it again, move it a bit to the side and then extrude a little and scale it down, because we don't want our fingers connecting. Now I'm going to extrude on the y-axis these middle 2 points, because of course this is an alien, it doesn't have to look like a normal human. This time don't move anything, and then for the final finger we're just going to extrude it a little, because this sort of acts as our pinky finger. So we're going to extrude it a little and we're going to scale it down. So yeah, that looks good. And now to finish it off, we're going to sort of smooth this bottom part out, and we're just going to move it. And then if you can see, I have some points here. I do not want it to be like this, so I'm just going to move it up. I'm also going to need to move this one up. And this one. And there we go. Much better. Now what we're going to do, I'm just going to go back into my subdivision surface modifier. And if you can see, that actually looks pretty good. I just want to adjust the thumb a bit. So to do this, I'm going to click B, and I just want to select all of these back thumb points, or the front part of the thumb. It's like that. And make sure you do not select any other random points like I did with the head here. So just take all of these out. And now what I can do, I'm going to go into my X viewpoint, and I'm going to move this, not extrude it, I'm going to move it by clicking on G. I'm going to rotate it a bit, G, and then I'm going to select these points, and I'm going to move this in a different way. Now I'm going to click on these 2 faces. I'm going to scale on the z-axis. No, not the z-axis. I need to scale this on the y-axis, and I'm going to choose 0. And now I can just scale it, grab it, I'm going to move it over here, and now I can add my subdivision surface modifier. And that looks great. So there, and I'm going to go out of edit mode. So you can now see my finished product of my alien model. And actually, I do want to make a quick edit over here. As you can see, that does not look right. So I'm just going to edit that really quickly. And just, I guess, drag this point down. Or this edge, actually. Just grab it. No. There's another edge down there. So take those 2, and I'm just going to grab it and move it over to sort of make it a bit more straight. Because now what I can do, I can increase my levels, and that looks much better. So, as you can see, that is my finished model, and I will be using this for the next part of my house animation. So thank you, I hope you learned something, and I'll see you all later.